So we are starting today in the same day that we started yesterday. It is 2 hours before sunrise, and several of our students have been getting knocks on the door. All up and down the hallway of the 3s and the 4s and the 5s, there are knocks. Man, this is 2 hours before the start of school. Does everyone here get up to answer the knock?
Yes.
Sure.
Normally, at sunrise, there's a neocom that appears telling your class schedule for the day. But today, the neocom is different. It brings forth a letter. A letter saying that classes have been canceled in lieu of a religious celebration that is in the District of the Seven. In accordance to Hubstein law, they will break for classes for the day to allow those who want to attend and learn about the culture of the world to go attend. So it tells you where the celebration is. There is a great cathedral in the District of the Seven, which is right next. The school is right outside of the District of the Seven. You sort of leave and you go into the District of the Seven, if you go one direction. It's one of the largest buildings in several of the districts, so you can't miss the cathedral. If you've looked outside, you've probably seen the cathedral. So, but it's letting you know that all is welcome to practice their religion as they see fit or study, but enjoy your day off, for classes will resume tomorrow. So the celebration happens at sunrise. So you have a little under 2 hours until the celebration starts. So if you are going to go to the celebration, you need to be there at sunrise. So, and with this, we're going to go to one of the doors and see what's on one of the doors as you all close your doors, and we're going to see what's on the door. So who would like to display what's on their door first? Or I will pick.
Mine is a peach, and it's swirling red energy and blue energy, just swirling around like.
But it's only a peach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's got a moon with dark clouds.
Okay.
Mine's a chicken because I'm hungry.
Chicken. So this the chicken. Okay. So we're going to go inside of your room since you're up. So we're going to go in. So what's Corella doing since she's got this letter? Are you going to prepare the day to go check this out? And
Sure, I ain't got nothing better to do.
all right. So
Daddy Dagon's gone right now.
so yeah, it's actually true. Dagon is not available today. So what about Dante? What's Dante do once he goes in his room to prepare for the day?
Sit on the edges of his bed.
Okay.
Just thinking.
Okay. And our last night, there is a particular student that has been a level 4 for a while. So the other level 4s have seen him here and there, but it's only been a day or two since they've been promoted to level 4s to be around other level 4s. This particular level 4 is a monk. So can our monk tell him what's our monk doing? Then he can tell about himself. So he's saying his last name.
Yes.
Get it?
So,
Praying to his ancestors.
Yes, praying to my ancestors. And just the whole vibe of being a monk.
Are you excited about this celebration?
Yes.
So since it's for your what you follow.
Yes.
I wouldn't say worship.
No.
But it's just
It's the path.
it's this path of enlightenment way. It's really your way.
This is the way.
This is your way. So okay. So when do you all go to the celebration?
I get there as early as possible.
So do you get up and go wait in the courtyard like as soon as you got? So I'm assuming if you were doing that, were you already up because you knew this was coming? So,
I sensed a presence.
So you just went.
Yeah.
So what race are you?
Drow.
He is a drow. So you go before sunup, which you're comfortable in the darkness. Okay. So
Find a nice quiet rock or something to sit on. Just
right. So you go to the courtyard outside the church.
Mm-hmm.
There is a row of paladins that are sort of gather up before sunrise. But when does Corella go?
At the last possible second, so I'm at the back. That way, if anything goes wrong, I'm dipping.
Oh, okay. And when does Dante go?
It's going to do a workout in the room first,
Okay.
clean up, and then he'll go 20 minutes before.
Push-ups with the pinkies.
If he can.
Let's see.
Sure.
What's your strength?
Not very good. That's why he's doing push-ups.
He's trying. Let's see if he's trying. See, Dante's strength is a -1. Don't get too many push-ups off.
Hey, he's trying.
He's trying. His strongest muscle is his mouth.
No, I'll roll with it.
More like. So all right. So we try to do a couple push-ups. Just for funsies, please do a strength check, an athletics saving throw, just to see how many push-ups we get off. Whatever number you roll is the total number. The total number of push-ups.
Athletics is a -1.
Yeah, you got a -1 on this. So.
That's terrible. And I rolled at 18.
Oh, got 18 push-ups.
17.
Oh,
-1.
So you got 17 push-ups off. Any more, you get a level of exhaustion. So, all right. So
Keep my blood pumping.
okay. So since this is a religious ceremony, do you equip any armor, or do you?
If I'm going outside the academy, I am.
Okay, does Corella put any armor
Dante
on?
ain't no fool.
So,
As a rogue, do I have one?
yeah, you do. I think you got light
Sharpening
armor.
my blades too.
Let me see. Hold on.
So Mike, if you're putting armor on, then you want to equip it. Corella has ghost armor.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna equip that.
Okay.
So I just tap it.
Yeah, just the square. See where it's and then that'll.
Okay.
And so you like rogues can't have heavy armor, and ironically, someone else can't have any armor.
Monks.
This is a very interesting crew. So, all right. So Corella's got that on. So got her AC to 15. Dante's, I think, also went to 15, didn't you? And you equipped your armor,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Indeed.
not that you all know, and then Jahu. You're 14?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're just 14.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is survive. All right. So, Mike, do you leave after you do your push-ups and go, or you said when do you go to the celebration?
Well, however long it takes to get there, I'll get there like 20 minutes before.
Okay. So you're going to be there almost 2 hours long, 20 minutes, and then
Right on time.
right as sun comes up. So I assume that, are you sneaking through trying to get there?
Yeah, hood up, just.
Okay. So
Probably be a good idea.
well, no, we don't know.
Huh.
We don't know. Are you stealthing there? Of course, you stealth everywhere. So do you want to do a stealth roll, trying to get through there to make sure not to get seen or see if anyone sees you? But I know that you don't care if you're sitting in the middle.
Just happy to be there.
Very, very.
16.
And everyone's looking at the chapel, so you don't really have problems going through. The one thing that you do see is you're slinking through the back corners and everything, because you're not going in broad daylight for the most part. Is there are always tieflings and other people in these back alleys. A lot of them wait and come and beg and ask for help, especially at the end of the day when they have the celebration of the Seven. So, do you avoid these people too?
I avoid everybody.
Okay. So, Mike, how do you make your way towards this gathering?
Just walk through.
Just walk down the street. Yeah, like just walking dead through.
I don't know any better.
So you come into this great courtyard before the chapel. So here's this massive chapel. It's got 7, almost like it looks like a crown upon the top of this chapel, and it's got 7 little spires, each with a bell, and they're ringing. They occasionally ring and stuff like that, counting down the celebration. You all will see some of your classmates through the course of this go in to the chapel. Corella will not see it because you're there late. I think Dante will see maybe one person come in because we had a couple people come in near the time. Do you want to do? Do you care about the crowd at all?
Mm-mm.
So you're just here. There's probably about 1,000 people in this courtyard.
I mean, I don't care nothing about the religion anyway. I was just going just to check it out.
Okay. So, but I'm saying like the people in the courtyard. Do you care? To sort of watch and see what they're doing. Many of them have
Me, it's just a day off.
Yeah, many of them have little banners. Some of them standing outside have peaches that have like a stick run through it, and they have like these little wooden ducks on top. It looks like a little duck sitting on a peach, and they're all sort of waving it around, all excited. They're all just chanting and happy.
What are they chanting?
So they're chanting the one without. The one without. I mean, sometimes you hear some people preaching, and just doing whatever, just talking about the seven sins is the easiest way to put it for anyone that doesn't know. It's the people in the courtyard are a vast majority human. There are some drow there, and there are a few elves. You really don't see anything other than that, but there are drow.
Okay.
So how far up do you go into this crowd?
I mean, what do you mean?
Like I said, there's this big
I mean,
crowd.
I'm going toward a door, I guess, to go in.
No, they're not letting anyone in.
Oh.
They're all in this courtyard. There's like
Okay.
thousands of them. They're
No,
surrounding
I'm in the
church.
back.
So
I'm not in the middle of them.
Okay, well if you're in the back, more than likely you and Krilla probably came from the same direction, just sort of sneaking. You're welcome to roll a perception to see if you can detect that someone is sneaking around. You are a rogue, after all.
Now we're getting into pluses. 21.
Okay, so she did the 16 on stealth. So technically, you will see her. You'll catch her.
I'll
She's
catch
not.
a glimpse.
Yeah, you'll
What
catch.
is she doing?
Yeah, you'll catch a glance
Because I would know her, right?
Yeah, you've seen her.
I'm a classmate.
Yeah, it's a classmate. You know that
Hello.
she knows she's a fellow level 4. You've not really got to do much with her,
But I know her.
but you do know her. But just another classmate just sneaking around. You understand she is a tiefling, so I'd assume that using your passive intelligence, you're like, well, it's probably not a bad idea not to be parading around like this. So it's almost sunup. Everything, how it has that sort of haze before sunrise. So it's just where everything's sort of dark, but also is almost bright too. That it's like almost everyone springs from their shadows. But you see a great row of paladins that were letting everyone into the church. Like people were coming up, they were flashing like papers, and they were letting those people go into the church. That's where so you had to have an invite to go inside. But everyone else.
Who are these people going in?
A variety of stuff. Most of them seem to be very heavily armored. Probably paladins.
Okay.
They're probably paladins of the religion. You all have been around enough
One with
paladins.
the papers?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were a few that weren't. And at that point, like those, you thought you may have saw some of your classmates. But you're in the back going through, so you're pretty far back. So,
I got good eyesight too.
So if you see somebody that was funny, I think all three of you have pretty good dark vision, don't you?
Oh, I got good dark vision.
120 feet.
Well, imagine, I mean,
Yeah,
I have to.
Yeah, you both got 120. I think you got 60, don't you? Dark vision, I think.
I know I have it. It's just trying to.
I couldn't remember if it's 30 or 60, but still, it's pretty good. 60.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so
I did not find it.
So luckily at this twilight stuff, you all can see like it's just as bright as day, all three of you, which is fun, which is ironic through all this. So, if you're watching, you can do a perception to see if you can see some of the people that went in. Yeah, I'll like.
Dirty
8.
20.
What?
8.
Dirty 20.
Well, you're up closer, so and if Corella wants to,
What am I doing? A perception?
yeah, just to see if you recognize anyone going in.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so do you care who's going in and out from your class?
I'm kind of nosy, so yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're there. So all right, so you do see like it's about to close the time, so you see another tiefling. That's the first thing that strikes you. He's in a hood, but you've seen him at school.
Okay.
So you see mist going in there. You see also a Drugar going in there, like the Tinkerer. That he makes all sorts of little things.
Okay.
You see Chloe and Pepper go in. And of course, this is for Charlie too. So you see a couple of people. Did I miss anyone on the initial wave? I think that was it.
She wouldn't have saw.
Huh?
Well, not that she wouldn't have saw Chloe and Pepper, but they're later.
No. I'm sorry. Chloe and Pepper aren't there. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Not
Dawn.
yet.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I got ahead of myself.
So
So we
the paladin, the Drugar, the tiefling,
And Dawn.
the monk.
Dawn.
Michael went.
So Captain Ball went and Dawn, with the Scotty's character. All right, so that's who I missed. It was Michael and Dawn,
Captain Ball and Dawn.
and Captain Ball and Dawn, and Chloe and Pepper's not there yet. So okay. So around this time, they all go in. They shut the doors shortly after those guys can. It's almost on. It's starting to race up. So at this point, the courtyard is dark, but light is cresting on top of the chapel. So it's almost like sort of come down. But when the sunlight hits the chapel bells, they start ringing. They ring 7 times and stop. And the sun comes down, and eventually it gets down into the courtyard. I'm assuming that our John, or no, it's Joe.
Joe.
Like Joe doesn't move. He embraces it. Like, do you stay in the sunlight, or do you just stand with everybody in the back?
Is there any shadows?
Well, yeah, you can probably step into the shadows of the building if you want.
Probably would do that.
All right. Do you step towards shadows towards towards one of your classmates?
Sure.
Because you're staying in the shadows, right? All right. So,
Just to be more comfortable.
you're going to automatically see him if you're watching that way. So it doesn't mean he's coming towards you, but I assume that you see that this drow is when your classmate's going and stepping in a shadow near you, but it's in the shadow of a building. No big deal. The sun's cresting down. So you're sitting there watching. So you're there, and there's people outside, and again there's chanting, and they're all going over like this big chant talking about like the 7 sins that they dislike. Talking about like wrath, and talking about like gluttony, and talking about pride, all that stuff. So it's like there's each one, so there's stuff going through there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5-10 minutes, whatever. You're like, okay, what's the big deal? They're all chanting. Of course, everyone like it's like the person up there near the doors talks and stuff like that, and then they sort of repeat back. It's just sort of back and forth. They start singing a hymn, and then the bells up top ring. And if you all are still paying attention at this point, it's hard to miss a white paladin
Mm-hmm.
come running towards the door. So it's Sev. It's one of your classmates. So he comes running in, and he gets stopped at the door. There's 2 paladins there. So it looks like there's some type of argument. But Sev is pretty calm, but the 2 paladins at the door are like really huffy. And then to your surprise, you see one of the paladins at the door clock the other paladin to let Sev get in the door. And the doors close. And in about 10 seconds after that, the bells start ringing crazy. So, and again, you guys are back there. Do you all move up or do you do anything?
No, I'm gonna stay in the shadows.
So, it's okay. It's up to you. You can do a perception check, Mike, to sort of look around and see what's going on if you feel like it.
Yeah, because that would have made me uneasy.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the crap? Because that was my classmate.
That was your classmate.
No, it's Seb Andrews' character.
Yes.
Natural
Okay.
20.
Oh, natural 20? All right, so you're going through, like, you've kept an eye out on your other Tiefling Rogue classmate.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't say friend. But the one thing that you've noticed as you've noticed through the celebration is there have been many paladins. You know, you're all in this circle around this chapel. Imagine like all these streets, and it's in the middle of this chapel, and like there have been paladins coming through, sort of lining everybody. So you've probably noticed 50, 60 paladins at this point, at least. But they all have, you know, the peach and the duck symbol on them.
Mm-hmm.
They all look like Dawn, but there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all coming from. Some of them come straight down the streets, the big streets, but some of them are coming out of the alleys. One's close enough that you do. When one comes out of the alley, you notice that their blade is red.
Yeah, I'm going to roll insight on what I just went through the other night.
It's going through.
And I'm going to roll an 8.
Well, it doesn't take much to be uneasy after what you saw, but it looks like a couple of these paladins that are really close. It looks
There
like
was a couple paladins trying to kill tieflings, so
yes,
and that's still fresh on my mind.
yeah. So while that was, yeah, like that wasn't too long ago.
No,
Yeah. So
that's why I was on the edge of my bed thinking about.
yeah. So that was actually just 2 days ago.
All right,
But they come through the back alley and
blood on the
yeah, like,
red.
yeah, there's red on. One has a mace and it's got red on it. Another one has a sword, which is drawn and it's got red on it. And they're standing in the alleyways.
I'm going to kind of make my way to Clarice.
Oh, Corella.
Corella.
Clarice.
Not
Yeah.
like right on, but I'm like
new character.
kind of stepping
Missed
because
opportunity.
this is weird.
Mm-hmm.
And they just like destroyed them. Well, I don't know what they did. They killed them. That tiefling
That one.
was trying to kill the other one.
Yeah.
and almost succeeded.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to try to get to her,
Not get to her,
or just
but
get closer.
close. Like
All
this
right.
is weird.
Do you want to roll an insight? You've seen him along with everything else. You want to roll
Well, I'm
insight?
not making myself.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not trying to
I want-
hide.
But we want to see how she feels.
Right.
I'm not very trusting of people.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not gonna
Shut-
like today, then.
16.
Okay. So he's not coming threatening. He's not threatening, but you know he's coming your way.
I guess I'm gonna stand there.
So, but you're paying attention to him coming your way. What you didn't see, since you're paying attention to him, there was a paladin
You're gonna get me killed.
down behind her. So it's just with everything going on, she's paid attention to you. So it's been very difficult to see that there's someone coming way
I
down.
would imagine be very loud.
Yeah. So, but there's chanting. There's all this stuff in the streets. There's all this thing. I will let you roll a perception. You're going to need to roll a 19 or 20 to see if you can hear the paladin coming.
19 perception.
Someone did
'Cause
it?
I'm just looking around.
All right.
I'm
Well,
taking in my
aren't
surroundings.
you close to the door? So you probably saw the thing with Sev.
Yeah.
So
She did not hear him come up.
so you did not. So do not. So Ian, there is a paladin coming up behind her, but our other classmate that's way up front that you all probably really can't see since he's, well, of course, like, don't be dead. So you're up front.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So you saw Sev.
She just randomly.
You saw Sev fight his way in, and you saw this paladin punch the other paladin. So the two paladins closest to the guard doors come up and grab the one that punched.
Yeah.
And you all can't. Yeah, technically, I don't think you can see this at this point. So it's so far up. So they grab the paladin that punched
So he sees
the other one. So you're seeing this, and you hear them talking about, you know, Master Lance. That's the one that punched the other one.
Right.
And it's like you've decided to betray us, by breaking the sanctity of the chapel, and one of them pulls out a branding iron.
Oh no!
So, and they hold him down and they put it upon his face.
Got your attention yet?
Yeah. So, they're branding Lance, this paladin. They then rip off his breastplate and rip his cloak that had also the symbols of the 7 on it. The peach and duck. Anywhere there was a peach and duck, the only one thing that he's got left that is a peach and duck on him is his face. So.
Oh, I know where this is going.
So.
Good.
How many are there?
2.
And how far away are they?
Well, you should be right in the front row.
I'm right with them.
Because you were there right there. So you're like, there was a row of paladins. There's at least 20 paladins in a row that sort of lined the door in that sort of made this special walkway. But you were 10 feet from all this happening with Lance and.
That was a loud thud.
17 hit one of them.
No.
Ooh.
I'm engaged.
So you go. So both of these paladins go through that are engaging at. So technically it's 3. The one that Lance had punched is up now. So you're surrounded by 3 different paladins.
All good.
I'm pretty sure 19 and 20 grab you.
Yeah.
And the other one missed. So they're grab you and they're talking. They're like, Monk, you know not to get in our business.
Mm-hmm.
So you follow your way of doing things and we follow ours. So it's like, do not sympathize with those that are now undesirable. And the bells are ringing, and at this point one of the paladins pulls her hands up with the brand and the crowd gets quiet. All the paladins down the way start, give like a symbol, and the crowd gets really quiet. When you defy what the oath of the 7, you defy Our Lady and the one without. Now you will be without anything. And they take the same brand that was on Lance, and they pull your cloak back, and they realize that you're a drow at this point. They're like, oh, the lady has delivered our first of the day. So they grab your hair, tilt it to the side, and they put it onto your face, burning it in. Much longer than they did on Lance, but your skin's a little tough too. So burning it to make this pink on this blue come through. And when they pull it off, like pulls off pieces of it too. And they sort of whip it and parts of your skin just flows to the ground. It's hard not to miss. Even you guys in the back can see, and they hoist you up.
You said it went quiet, so that would.
Yeah. So you heard. Yeah. So it's hard not to do it. Do you move when it gets quiet like that? So it's quiet. Roll to see if you notice the paladin that's getting close to you.
On her.
Yeah, her. Yeah, like.
So perception again?
Perception. Because you're close to
He's
her.
still walking. Or getting.
Yeah, he's
you
getting
said
closer.
the whole crowd went quiet.
Yes.
So-
I mean, I feel like it couldn't be. I don't need it that high.
It doesn't. Now you don't need it. You didn't have 1,000 people chanting before. In an alleyway.
15.
Oh, that's more than enough now. At this point now, you realize that there's someone about 20 feet from you coming up. They're trying to be quiet, but without the sound of the crowd, it's like...
Do I
Can I
notice
start-
him coming up on her?
Roll it, because you can't see him.
I rolled a 17. And what would it be? Stale or
That's perception.
20?
I'll say that you now hear their sound of an armored person, and with your
Chug
normal
of heavy
intelligence,
armor.
you know what that is.
Can I scurry away now?
Where you got to go? Either you go into the crowd.
How close am I?
You said you got pretty close to her, to the most part, what, 20, 30 feet?
I'm gonna pick up my step and go past her.
You're going to run into the alley?
And I'm going to him.
So
I see him going to her. I rolled a 20.
No, you heard him. You don't see him.
Oh.
She's hiding in an alley. So you're out in the courtyard.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, she's hiding. She's not out in the open.
I don't see him. I just hear him.
You hear him. So
Okay.
you hear it coming.
Oh, gosh. How far away is he?
Do you motion her to come to you, or you try to warn her? What do you want to do? Because you've seen.
I was going to try to talk to the guy, but I can't see him, so.
Well, but you know he's there. With that perception, you know someone's coming.
Either I can get to him and talk to him, or I can't.
You know someone's coming.
That's all I know. I just motion to her then.
I'm scurrying.
So.
Oh boy.
So you're going to him.
Sure.
All right. So you run up to him. About this time, as you move through here, this is when the paladin comes out.
And oh my God, there he is.
Yeah, there he is, sword at the ready.
Good.
So actually, it's not a sword. As you come out, realize it's like a blade with an axe at the end. It'd be quite easy to take someone's head off with that.
Good. You can try.
So he's looking around. And he looks towards you, and you've got your cloak. Yeah, you got the hood on and stuff like that.
Are you to me yet?
Yeah, she got to you.
So I pull her hood down even further and put her behind me.
Okay.
And I point at him and say, "Good day, good sir.
So
mighty fine festival we're having here."
So he looks. He says, "It will be even finer when the bells ring." So
what means the bell rings? What's happening then?
Well, you say that, but as this, two figures are coming running towards the crowd. At this point, you see Chloe and Pepper running towards the church.
Oh dear Lord!
They're running. They zoom past, trying to get there.
Past us or just?
Yeah, they don't even pay attention. They just zoom past you. They're trying to get to the door. So with the commotion that's going on with the other classmates, you just saw get branded. All those paladins. The door. There's no one at the door, but no one's trying to get to the door because everyone's following. But you see Chloe and Pepper go inside the church.
They do go in.
They push their way through and they go in.
Distraction or what?
And yeah, so luckily they use the distraction and the doors close. But when the doors close, the bells start ringing. 7 of them.
Okay.
So 7 large bells, and at this point you notice that all the paladins in the courtyards draw their weapons.
And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, whoa!"
So and he points at you, says, "To the crowd, you two."
I'm not going to the crowd.
To the crowd.
No.
He said, "To the crowd, or I will
Do
make
you know
you
who
go
my
to
mother is?"
He's like, "I don't care."
Well, I don't care either. You're not pushing me into the crowd, you freaking moron.
So
I don't like this. I'm not going to the
so
crowd.
You're talking
what,
about
just to freaking kill me?
Corella with her Nora. There's another paladin that's making the way towards you from behind.
I'm
There's
going
two.
to the crowd.
So they're
Guess I'm that.
So
I'm gonna
they're
get
coming.
surrounded by idiots.
So well, like I said, there's two paladins. There's 2 paladins coming towards you. So you really don't have anywhere to go. So
I'd rather not die.
so do you tell him anything? Try
I'd
to.
be like, I understand. Head down, let's go.
Are you flipping on the head or what?
Yeah, she's like you put her behind, so she's like tapping you.
I'm like, tell him let's go.
All right. We're going to the crowd.
Right. So
You big oaf.
he said, "That's oath." So at this point now you realize that there was another paladin coming. So
Yeah, this ain't
Corella
good.
was not. Corella basically warned you because like you were all about to get, sandwiched between 2 very very large
All right,
paladins.
so we're in the crowd.
So,
Jesus.
so now do you stay at the edge of the crowd?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm in the middle of it.
So you're seeing all these paladins march in. And it's getting the crowd tighter. So, and then you see some other.
Nice to meet y'all.
Yeah. You see some other paladins in the distance, and let's say there's a big road coming towards it. You've traveled this road to the other districts, right? So there's a big road, and then you start seeing a ton of tieflings coming down the road,
I'm just getting a bad feeling about
Yeah.
this.
and they're surrounded by paladins pushing them forward. There's walking through. But this is at the other end of the celebration. So they're coming from downtown, and then the paladins that came out of the alleyways up, more paladins come up and they're pushing more tieflings out of the alleyways. But you also notice they're not just tieflings. There are some dwarves, a couple Drugar, there's some elves. All of them look pretty ratty and tatty, like haven't really ate very well. Their clothes aren't very good. Some are malnourished. Some are hurt, but they're moving through. So all the people that were celebrating are in the middle. So they've moved all these people in, say, a ring around the inner ring. So here's the people that are celebrating, and then there's a ring around. Then the paladins have formed like a wall. So since you're deeper in, you've probably noticed there's probably close to 150 to 200 paladins that have like surrounded this area. That's not counting the paladins on the inside. It's hard to see. So what you do see is that there's people chanting and stuff, and they're dragging a drow, the drow that was branded. They're moving them to the outer ring. So luckily it's not far from you. It's outer ring. See how many feet.
26.
All right, so they bring them through, and they bring them. It's about 26, between 25 and 30 feet from you all. This paladin or this blue branded monk, and you have tieflings and other people that are in this ring that have been pushed up, and they throw this monk into the crowd of them. This is your classmate, and it's surrounded. They all sit there and wait. And then the bells ring seven more times. And the paladins with their weapons ready, they just start chopping. they just come into the crowd and start just mowing people down, just indiscriminately, that are in that outer ring. The inner paladins move their way out, and one of the paladins steps up on this little platform and says, "The shepherd has spoken. All undesirables and those that are branded shall be put to death to purify Hubshan and rebuild the world in her name." So the paladins are still they're just mowing down. People are screaming, but a lot of the normal people are starting to hit other people and question. So it's like I said, even the normal people are fighting, and the paladins are looking for anyone that are branded too. So this is when things get tough. It's like,
You made it impossible, bud.
well, luckily this is a group that has the skills to maybe do something about it. So the paladins are getting closer. You notice that your classmate you're trying to get hold of yourself.
Yeah.
Because that surge of pain.
I'm heading towards him.
All right. So you're going ahead. So the crowd. So you're going to try to get your classmate up.
Mm-hmm.
Corella, are you staying with him?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah. So this is through.
In fact, I just grabbed her hand and I started dragging her. Yeah.
Oh. So.
That makes me uneasy. I don't like people touching me.
No.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
accept
it's
that.
kind of a messed up situation we're in.
All right. So,
You can tell me later that you're
all right. So you just pull her through.
unhappy about
All right. All right. So you tried. So you're going to go towards your
Mm-hmm.